For us joining ASEAN, what we can contribute? Well, I have said repeatedly, absolute priority is for Timor-Leste to stay peaceful with law and order, public security, stability in government. We should not bring to ASEAN an additional burden, additional headache. If we can, in the future, contribute towards strengthening ASEAN mechanisms such as conflict prevention, that is key, so that in each country, ASEAN, we put emphasis on dialogue, on conflict prevention.
Mr. President, Timor-Leste is enjoying political stability today, but given its history of conflict and frequent changes in government since independence, how do you ensure that this stability can endure in the many years ahead?
Well, we cannot take anything for granted. A country can be very peaceful for a while, for a long time, then suddenly violence erupts. But even when violence may erupt, that it is quickly contained. We have this experience. 2006, we have a major security breakdown. If we are not 100% sure we can contain the violence, we better ask friends to help. You swallow your pride, ask for friends to help, because above all, my obligation is to ensure the safety, tranquility of the people, not my pride.
In what areas you would like to see ASEAN do better?
If we know there are ongoing border disputes, then there should be encouragement on the part of ASEAN with the countries involved, within ASEAN or between ASEAN countries and others, like say South China Sea situation, how to manage that. And the best way, in my view, maybe it's romantic, it's naive, is to demilitarize the whole area. They will continue in overlapping claim, next to impossible to settle to the full contentment of one claimant state. So better declare it a sea of peace and human fraternity. And then we work how to celebrate that sea as a sea of peace.
Timor-Leste itself still faces unresolved land and maritime boundary issues with Indonesia. How do you intend to settle these disputes while avoiding any escalation of tensions?
We have just started negotiations with Indonesia on maritime boundaries. We have still a very small piece of land in the land border with Indonesia that remains to be settled. I'm very confident that between Mr. Shanana, our national leader, now Prime Minister, with President Prabowo, they're able to resolve this small piece of land. In terms of maritime boundary, I think will be resolved very quickly. I don't see any major point of disagreement.
Mr. President, when do you think Timor-Leste will be ready to host the ASEAN summit?
That's a big question. Right now, in terms of logistics, infrastructure, not possible. But if we work creatively, for instance, if we don't have enough space to accommodate heads of state, I'm sure some of the heads of state will be very happy to stay in Sumba, Indonesian island, where apparently they have one of the most luxurious hotels in the world. It's called Nihi. Yeah, some I'm sure they will be very happy to stay in Labuan Bajo. So we could just worry about the day meeting. More importantly is up to your question. Yeah, we would be able to host, let's say, by 2029, which under the alphabetical order would fall to Timor. Why not?
Mr. President, you've played a key role in Timor-Leste's ASEAN bid. it will be a historic moment for Timor-Leste in Kuala Lumpur in October. Will you be present in KL to witness this historic event?
Well, my friend Anwar Ibrahim, whom I know well, we are very good friends for a long, long time. He told me, he said, you have to come. He told me, you have to come. Yes, usually I avoid myself, the Prime Minister, both out of the country. But going to KL for the summit is such a special occasion. Yes, I intend to go with Mr. Shanan going. For this very symbolic day of our joining ASEAN, I prefer that he is the one to deliver our national statement.